Hi, welcome to Warhammer Lizardmen 7, Skink Skirmishers. Welcome back. I know it has been a little while. Hoping to get a few of these out in quick succession to take care of all of your Warhammer Fantasy Battle Lizardmen Army General needs. What we have here are the Skink Skirmishers. Now, these are a really good unit, but as I said before, I think I prefer the Skink cohort. But a lot of that boils down to play style differences. I happen to lack patience and finesse as a Warhammer player. I'm more of a charge and bash, not so much of a sneak and shoot. So I think that's why I prefer the cohort. But I think if you're just looking at efficiency and on paper, these guys are going to win out as a great all-around unit, even when you compare them against other units in other armies. Why do I say that? It costs 70 points. 10 unit size, 7 points a model. They skirmish. They can do a lot of different things. They've got missile attacks. They're so cheap that they're expendable for you, but your opponent's going to have to deal with them because they can be so annoying, and he's going to hate to have to divert resources to take care of this 70-point unit. I think that's why they're so good. Send them up against a war machine. You can use them as harassers, as march blockers. You can very maneuverable because they skirmish. If you need to, you can sacrifice them in against a bigger unit, try and hold something up for a round, or try and get in a flank charge with them. They can do many different things. Now, let's talk about the models here. As you can plainly see, these guys are armed with extremely curvy blowpipes here. That you can also arm them with javelins and shields for +1 point. You know, is it worth it? I don't know. My advice is to always do what you think is cooler. But in this case, I think I'd like it more if the javelins and shield were a fair swap. I don't really fancy paying an extra point for it. You know, I'm not going to get into the math and the statistics of it all. I kind of like the multiple shots of the blowguns. I just like rolling more dice, even if it's not statistically to my advantage. I just like the feel when you got 20 dice in your hand and you're chucking them out there on the table trying to score hits with these guys. They have poisoned attacks. Where the blowguns don't perform as well is when you're moving and shooting something at long range with the multiple attacks. With their ballistic skill, that means you're going to need 7s to hit, and as we all know, poisoned attacks don't function if the number you need for the shooting attack is a 7 or more to hit. So that's where the javelins kind of come into play. At range between 6 and 8, javelins are thrown weapons, so what do we know about that? That means that there's no penalty for moving and firing, and there's no penalty for firing at long range. But the blowpipes just have a better range, and multiple shots is... Come on, it's cool rolling all those dice. So there you have it. These are the Skink Skirmishers. So if you have your minimum core choice in a 2,000-point army, 3 of these units, that's 210 points there, leaving you nearly 1,800 points to fill up with Slan, Mage, Priesty, Temple, Guardy, Stegadani goodness there. Thanks for watching.